Question before we get
They'll follow you. Edward, just grab a seat right there, okay?
This is Mr. Tuwala, Your Honor.
with
Case number 380312305 here for arraignment. And Your Honor, I did look at his record, and I know the nature of the charge, but Mr. Tuwala was able to answer all my questions appropriately today, so we are not asking to have him evaluated under 1077, and we're just asking to proceed with arraignment.
Okay, go ahead.
Is your true and correct name, I'm not going to say your middle name, but Edward Taliber Taulu Jr.?
yes, it is Edward Jr. Hall.
And your date of birth is November 10th, 1984?
Yes,
Earlier today, I went over your rights to arraignment with you. Any questions I wasn't able to answer about your rights?
yes,
Were there questions I wasn't able to answer about your rights?
no,
And Your Honor, I did go over the charge, the maximum penalty and the mandatory minimum penalty. Would acknowledge to the complaint waive formal reading absent a plea of not guilty. And we are asking for direct employment, and we do need to update his address. It is the Compass Center.
Plea of not guilty will enter. I do find probable cause to detain and will direct appoint. What is the city's recommendation regarding release?
Apologies, I can only pull up one of his cases at a time in our case management system. I think I pulled up the wrong one. I guess I was a little confused. I think, wasn't he arraigned on the 27th?
No, there's a new charge I thought that just happened. Yeah, this was from yesterday. So unless you're arraigning people before they commit the crime, I don't think so. His last case with SeaTac was in 21.
Okay, and what was the last name?
Tuwalu.
That is the breakdown. Okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I was looking at the wrong case. As far as this, my intention was to ask for bail amount of $250. He's being supervised by the Renton Municipal Court, was fairly recently sentenced there, is on sentencing conditions. It appears in Kent, and there is a substantial amount of FTA history as well, and most of it not that long in the past, 2021, 2020. And standard conditions for the type of charge and the location, no criminal law violations, no contact with the airport.
Any objection to those conditions?
I know Mr. Drell is hoping the court considered releasing him. I know he has a significant amount of history, and it looks like a lot of it was a period where he might not have exactly understood what was going on. He seems to be aware of what's going on now. He's indicated he can make it to court. He said he would like to show up in person. He's hoping that the court would release him on his personal recognizance, but no objection to the other conditions.
Mr. Tuwalu, if I were to release you on your promise to appear, would you come back to court?
yes, ma'am.
It does seem to me that something has changed in the Renton case. They did do a 1077 evaluation and found that Mr. Tuwala was able to proceed. So he may be in a different headspace now than earlier when there were so many FTAs. I will give you one chance to appear out of custody, sir, but you have to come to court. It's not optional.
Okay, thank you.
It's all gigantic. Madam Clerk, can you add a port calendar on April? Oh, did she add one? The 25th, that's true. Can you add a port calendar on the 11th? They're just getting too enormous.
Yes, I could do that now, Your Honor.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And you wanted that on the 11th at 8:30?
8:30.
Person?
Yes, and then 10 o'clock for virtual.
Okay. And that's in there now, Your Honor.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
No.
All right, Mr. Tualo, your next hearing will be on April 11th at 8:30 in the morning in person in SeaTac Municipal Courts. You'll need to come physically to SeaTac Municipal Court for that hearing, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, excellent. I look forward to seeing you there. And do you still receive mail at the address on 21st Court South in Federal Way?
Compass Center,
Oh,
77.
the Compass Center, that's right. I do remember Mr. Ionati saying that. We'll update that to 77 South Washington. We know that, anybody know the zip code offhand?
I think 104, I believe.
It's
Or-
one, Pioneer Square is 104.
104? Okay.
Used to live right next to there.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir. We'll see you in a few weeks.
Next, we're gonna have Jason Smith.
Good morning, Mr. Smith.
Morning.
And this is 3A03104330.
This matter, Mr. Smith is asking to change his plea to that of guilty. He does have a copy of the plea paperwork there with him. I did go over the plea paperwork, went over the rights